But a little bit of slippage. All right, howdy, welcome back to the Dixie Motors channel. In this video, I'm gonna do a little bit of testing on the 96 one owner Chevy Tahoe right here. I got her all loaded up, and we're going to run up to the cabin to drop off this big leather chair. Look at that, it still works. And yeah, do Tahoe things. I love that tailgate. So haven't driven it all that much recently. It was actually at the shop. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. I figured out that harmonic vibration at 60 to 70 miles an hour was the rear U joint. So I got some new rear U joints in there. They were pretty much toast. I would like, hopefully they weren't original, but they definitely seem like they were 100% on the last leg. There's a little bit of diag, I guess, on my part to kind of figure it out. But, you know, American cars are always a little bit different. Four-wheel drives are always a little bit different to do a little bit of diag just because you never know what it could be. There's too many components to nail it down 100%. So we're going to hit the highway and check out that range. All right, so we are Tahoeing. And Sydney's driving. We're just discussing how all these Tahoes and Suburbans of this area, these GMT 400s, man, they all smell the same, they all drive the same, and none of that's a bad thing. It's smooth, going 70, 80 miles an hour. Definitely way better after the U-joint replacement. Some things that I didn't realize when I bought the truck. Gas gauge, permanently on a little less than half a tank. I realized that after, you know, I went to go top it up before we hit the road, and instead of putting in 7 or 8 gallons, it put in 25 gallons. So I must have been pretty much bone dry up until that point. So that's an issue that I definitely have to be aware of. The previous owner mentioned that it gets around 400 miles to a tank, which is, you know, 17, 18 miles per gallon on the highway, which is pretty good. You know, we're running in 2-wheel drive rear. We'll be able to definitely test out the 4-wheel drive high and low when we get to the cabin, going up the driveway, which I'm pretty excited about tonight. But until then, just racing down 64. And then I forgot, the airbag light, it does come on and off. It's probably the clock spring. Just not something I'm real worried about right now. I'm going to chalk that up to some old car stuff. So got Frank in the back, big leather chair, fighting 64 traffic, and you know, I couldn't it definitely rides smoother than the Rover. Obviously no you know, with these little 15-16 inch alloy wheels, you know, not a whole lot of room for bends, brakes, or out of balance, so not an unenjoyable experience. All right, so we're headed up Afton Mountain now. Cindy is still driving, trying to blow the transmission out. You know, these are the toughest transmissions ever made, but it's doing fine. Only a couple of downshifts. How's the Hoe compared to the LR3 and Land Cruiser, since you've driven both of those up on this?
This is actually way better.
Yeah? Why?
It's more comfortable. It's smoother. It accelerates faster.
I don't know about the faster
bigger.
part.
It's faster.
I wouldn't say it's big. I think it uses the space a little bit better because there's less intrusions into the actual cargo area.
There's less light though. I saw the skylights and handles and things.
Yeah, that's true. But that's also not what you need. What about anything else?
That's all I got.
All you got? Okay. I think it gets better gas mileage too, but we'll figure that out later. And oh yeah, and then Frank has made his way to the front because he won't stay in the back. But no, easy miles. You know, these are the type of trucks that you get in, you don't worry about anything. You're not looking at the oil pressure. You're not looking at the battery gauge. You're not listening for every little, you know, squeak and rattle. And you probably should, but it gives you that illusion that it's all bolted together and won't let you down. So, you know, when it does fail in a catastrophic way, probably won't be as let down. So we'll next time we check in, we will be on the driveway. Whew. All right, and we're here. Oh yeah. Let's see if these bit puppies pop off. There you go. Oh yeah. Obligatory. Full Tahoe glory. All right, it's a little bit wet, and we're gonna drop it in 4 low and test her out on the driveway. All right, we are engaged. Light stop blinking. Going to actually drop the gearing down into 2. See what that ratio feels like. So we haven't been up here in 2 or 3 weeks. So hopefully there's no trees or anything down. I didn't bring a chainsaw or ropes or anything, so I'm just gonna rely on the Tahoe to pull us through this one. But it looks like the majority of the leaves are usually kind of blocking the path of blowing off, so that's good. And also owning a property like this, you're always kind of looking for signs that other people have came through here, which so far looks pretty good. But fairly comfortable ride. You know, I've got the tires around 30 PSI. And I'm not really expecting any issues or anything like that. But it's always interesting to test a car out for the first time on a trail like this. Here's the little water crossing. It looks like water's been through here. And the first uphill. Now, mind you, I've got that rear locker. It does require a good bit of, I think, 100 revolutions or something for it to actually kick in. I might have felt it engage there, but you know, this isn't too slippery. Just a lot of wet leaves and whatnot. But a little bit of started to engage again on these wet leaves. You know, I don't have all-terrain tires. They're just highway tires on here, the long trail. So she survived. A little bit of drama, but that makes it fun. And we're here. So we're gonna unload this chair, and I'm really interested to see if the Rover starts, honestly. There she is, still there. All right, so all obligatory. See if the Rover starts. Ooh, no noise. Let's see. Ooh. All right, that's a good sign. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I forgot about the exhaust, but this thing, 3.5, 4 weeks, I haven't touched it. So we're gonna let it warm up, unload the chair, and get out of here. This is a Saturday night. We got other stuff to do, so you know, it's all about doing a little bit of testing. We wanted to do an inaugural road trip with the Tahoe, and you know, hey, it's a Tahoe. It's a purpose-built vehicle. It does the things we need to do, and there shouldn't be much of a story besides that. So I'm pretty happy. All right, so that's it. Chair successfully delivered. Tahoe successfully made it up the hill. Everything's still in good standing, nothing to fix. You know, heater was on, no frozen pipes or anything like that. So we're gonna take off back down the hill and get out of here. All right.
Oh, I just have service right here.
Huh. All right, so ratios, let me drop it down into first, see if that changes anything. Oh yeah, much lower. Much lower. So that's my foot completely off the gas. So that's a pretty reasonable crawl ratio, especially for low, holding first gear. And a little bit of braking. The cover we had before, which was all the leaves, that was kind of making the path a little less rocky, has since blown away, so makes it a little more interesting. But yeah, last time we came through here, and actually we're leaving the property, we did see a bear, so I don't know if we're gonna get lucky twice, but there is bear in this area. It would be really cool to spy another one. So that's the driveway. If I get stuck here, then I don't know who I am, but yeah, Tahoe passed the test, flying colors, obviously, but always good to check it out. So back in highway mode, 2-wheel drive, short and sweet. You know, wanted to run the Tahoe through its paces before I listed it for sale. It performed flawlessly. It's kind of, you know, what I was expecting. I'm glad I did the U-joints. Definitely makes it ride much more smoother. Got rid of that vibration we were having. You know, this is just one of those trucks everyone needs to have, or at least experience for a little while. You know, it's part of Americana. Everyone's got a Tahoe Suburban story, just like a, you know, a W123 Mercedes or something like that, or a Miata. You know, just kind of iconic cars that you need to own and experience. So this has been the Tahoe. I don't know how much longer we're going to keep it for, but it is going to remain in the fleet for the next couple weeks. And I have a small channel announcement. Stay tuned. I will be, in about a few days' time, flying to California and driving back an extremely questionable BMW that I'm buying sight unseen and driving across country. I'm not going to call it a cannonball, but this car has been bouncing around in my hemisphere for a while. It was offered to me for a good price. I have never seen the car. I do not know the condition. I do know it has 200,000 miles. And it's a 2001, and it's a BMW, and it's an automatic. Other than that, it's been sitting in someone's driveway for over 3 years, not really being used. So yeah, I purchased a plane ticket and I'll be headed out on Sunday. So I'll be posting live and I'll be making a full documentation of my cross-country trip in the ship box. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, stay tuned. It'll be coming up next week. Thanks for watching.